What's up, YouTube? Stack44 coming in with another video. 5 things that keep a woman in debt. Before I get started, I want to give a shout out to all my new subscribers, all my regular subscribers. And if you're new to my channel, go ahead, hit that subscription button in the corner of your screen. Hit that notification bell as well. You get all my videos sent straight to your phone or your device as soon as I put one up on YouTube. But let's get right to this video. 5 things that keep women in debt. Yes, I said debt. At the end of the day, women are the biggest consumers of debt or just consumers, period. And in this today's age, a man is going to look at a woman, are you going to be an asset to my life or are you going to be a liability? And if you start off to be an asset, the next thing going to come up is what parts that could make you a liability. So learning a woman's credit score or want to know how much debt she's in is very important when you're trying to pair bond and be with a woman, and vice versa for a man, because tomorrow I'm gonna do a video on 5 things that keep men in debt as well. But today we're talking about the women. But the number one thing that I feel like that keep a woman in debt is student loans. Student loans sometimes just don't want to go away. A lot of times women are the biggest achievers of getting college degrees and maybe 2 or 3 college degrees, but sometimes that college degree carries a lot of debt, and at the end of the day, it sometimes can be scary to take on a person that have a walking bill behind them of a student loan, because sometimes you can't just get rid of your student loan. So in that case, it would be a liability for a man to carry on with that woman. And if he love her, he love her. But if he don't want to take on that debt, I understand it. But that's number one. Number two, fake maintenance. Now, I did a whole video on fake maintenance, but I'm talking about sometimes women hair can cost up to $600 just to maintenance it a month. Not talking about the lashes, the waxing, the nails, the toes done, stuff like that. I'm all good for women to enhance herself, but sometimes women take it too far, and their hair and their maintenance bill just be much as a rent or the car note. So sometimes fake maintenance put women in a bind, and they use their credit card. They start running up their credit, and they be paying for interest for hair that they bought 5-6 years ago, and it's still on their credit card. So that's my number two. Number three, shopping to feel good. This one is a big one, because at the end of the day, if a woman put a post on Instagram, she's probably not going to want to wear that outfit again and post again with that outfit. So it makes her go buy more clothes, have more consumer debt. If she got it to spend, then cool. But if she ain't got to spend, then it's going to be a bad thing, because she's got to keep up with the Joneses and keep up with the image. So at the end of the day, she goes shopping because she got to keep up with, her image as being on social media or whatever is going on with her life. So shopping could be a bad habit in the long run and be a consumer debt for a woman. All right, number 4, girls trips. A lot of time, you got too much things in the middle of the year. You got Christmas, you got all these birthdays, weddings, all these things, and on top of that, you got girls trips. You got girls trips to all these high-end places, and every time you're going on that girls trip, you might pay for the trip, and then you got to pay for the bags, the flights, the eating every day, the excursions. It's a lot sometimes, and when you go on girls trips, you got to kind of follow the group, so you got to be kind of like on that. And I know some women that take shortcuts on girls trips. Kudos to them, but sometimes girls trips are coming, unless you do it annually once a year, cool. But if you just do it sporadically, sometimes you might not have the bread to do it, and sometimes people just charge it. So that's my number 4, girls trips. Number 5, nice vehicles. Sometimes women feel like they got to be like a man and get a nice vehicle, or it's nothing wrong with a woman having a nice vehicle. But I know some women that really went out and bought a nice vehicle, and the juice wasn't really worth the squeeze, because men don't care about your car. We just care about what you look like on the outside. But some women do it just to feel good for themselves. But then sometimes, is that really something that they should want to do? Sometimes you buy a car that you can't really afford, or you just do it just to keep up with the Joneses. But if you got it, you got it. If you don't, then it's shame on you. But sometimes buying a vehicle could be a headache, because at the end of the day, once you drive it off the lot, it just depreciates and depreciates. So that was my 5. But if you have anything that else you would have add, put that in the comment section. Tomorrow, like I said, I'm gonna be coming after the man, 5 things that put man in debt. And at the end of the day, a woman don't want a man that's a liability as well. So people just gonna look at people, are you an asset or liability? That's why I always tell you guys to stack up your life, attack your life. Plan, purpose, program. Remember, it's you versus you. It's not you versus anybody else. And I'll holler at you guys on the next video. Peace.